All right, good afternoon, Eagles. Welcome to our CTC Live Meet Your Success Coaches. Today, we're super excited to have everybody on board. We have a jam-packed afternoon, or at least for a little bit of for an hour, where you are going to get to meet some of the people that are going to be the most influential while you're here at CTC. And if they're not right now, you need to make them be part of your influential team. We have our success coaches in the house. Yes, welcome, welcome. My name is Mariceli Santiago. I am the Director of Student Life and Activities, and I get the privilege to work with this amazing team. And my hope for you guys is that you will have the opportunity of asking questions, meeting this team, getting to know who they are, how you can get a hold of them, and all that other fun stuff. So that way, when you're stuck and you're like, I don't know who to talk to, you should go find your coach or find one of the coaches, and that's what they do, help you out. So Charlotte, introduce your team. Let us know who you are. I'm going to be manning the chat, see if anybody has any questions.
Awesome. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Charlotte Wesley, and I am the director for this fabulous student success coaching team. Yay! So, joining us today, I'm going to allow the coaches to introduce themselves to you, and maybe they can tell you one fun fact about themselves. They are amazing, and you'll soon find out. Take it away, ladies.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jessica Gonzalez, Student Success Coach at CTC. I've been here about a year. If I had to give you one fact about myself, let's see, something that I've not told anyone. I'm really into heavy metal music. Yeah. Believe it or not, I just went to see Scorpions on Saturday night in Las Vegas. It was amazing. Next, Tammy.
Hi, I'm Tammy True. I'm a success coach here at CTC. A fun fact, well, I don't have anything fun. I love animals. I have 4 dogs. I have a donkey. I've raised guinea pigs. Anything I've owned, I've raised. So I've had sheep, had cows. I love animals. But and I love heavy metal. That's I'd be right there if I could have gone to Vegas. I would have been there right there with you. That's about it for me. How about you, Bridget?
And can y'all hear me?
There
Okay.
we go.
Hey everyone, I'm the newest one on the team. A fun fact about me is I know how to surf. I used to go to Puerto Rico a lot and visit my grandmother and surf on the beachfront and everything. So that's one of my little hidden talents.
Nice. Okay, so I guess a fun fact about me, I am a true Texan. And so, what's the background? Okay, so we'll start all over. Okay, so I guess a fun fact about me, I am a true Texan. And lately I've just been on this rodeo kick. So I've just bought my 6th pair of cowboy boots and I bedazzled them. So, yep, I guess you could say I'm a true Texan. Can
Okay,
you hear us
so
okay,
what
Marcel?
are some of those things that, first thing right out the bat, where do the students find you? Like how can you help a student that's stuck? Those are the things that, I feel like we really need to try to figure out. And so how can you help a student that's stuck?
Okay, so let me just say that, hey, students, we're truly excited to have you here. We're truly excited for you to start with us and to finish. We're going to show you how to start and finish with us because we're going to guide you through. So, we're going to talk about some things that can truly make a difference in your academic journey, and that is us, the student success coach. So we're going to dive right into success coaching for academic success. That's what it's all about and how we can help you achieve your goals. So what exactly is success coaching? Simply put, it's just a process where we as coaches, we're actually coaching you through to create a learning experience that's tailored to your individual needs and your individual goals and challenges. Unlike traditional academic support, like a tutor or a study group. Student success coaching is about getting to know you, developing a connection with you so that we can connect with you and talk to you about not just your grades and your assignments, but anything else that may be a barrier to your learning, anything else that may be hindering you from performing the very best that you can in your classroom. But it's also about customizing your path to success. My path is not going to look like Tammy's. Tammy's is not going to look like Jessica's, and Jessica's doesn't look like Bridgette's. So whatever your path is, what success looks like to you, each of you are assigned your own individual coach. Yay! And so you're divided up, you're assigned a coach by your last name. And so we're going to tell you in just a little bit how what alphabets we have, what each of the alphabet that each of us has. So if I am your personal success coach, so I communicate with my students, and we're going to talk about what it is I can do for you, and I'll share my contact information to you. So you'll receive weekly messages from me so that I can check in with you, and then you'll have an opportunity to one-on-one meet with me either in person, virtually, or telephonically. And that's what any of our coaches.
Okay, so do you guys want to break it down? How did they get a hold of you? And how do I know that who my coach is? Like, I know who my coach is, but how does another student know who their coach is?
Yes, so we are actually located in building 215 here on campus. So building 215. And I always tell the students, if you know where financial aid is, you're in the right place. So financial aid is on one side of the building. The student success coaches are on the other side. We're in what we call the student success hallway. And we call it the success hallway because we partner with disability support services and career services. So you get all of that in one hallway. So when we need to make referrals, when we need to send you to certain places, half of the places where our students need to go to are right here. So building 215, we're located on the first floor in the student success hallway. And so how we're broken down, I can share with you the alphabets or how the students can reach us. So listen up, students. So students that fall under Charlotte, me, if your last name begins with A, D as in dog, H, I, J, M as in Mike, Q, X, and Y, I am your success coach. So I am in building 215, room 110. Okay. So if your last name begins with the following letters, C, G, K, L, N, O, S, or Z as in zebra, your coach is Bridgette. If your last name begins with the letters B as in boy, E, F as in Frank, P, R, T, U, V, and W, Tammy is your coach. And for our very special students, our career and technical education students, Jessica is your coach. So Jessica, talk to everyone about the students, the population that you serve.
Yes, students, good afternoon. I did put in the chat my contact information as well to help you, and my phone number as well. And as Charlotte stated, our director, I am the success coach for career and technical education, and those typically involve the trades. And actually, our director of student life, who's in our video today, Mariceli Santiago Cruz, she, I believe, is in our construction trade program. I think when I found out, I was like, wow, cool. I want to go build something. I just love the smell of wood, when I walk into gate building. So basically, I am the coach that helps the students that are in the trade programs. Typically, you see welding, HVAC, mechanics, typically those programs, but there are a whole lot more. If you are unsure whether or not I am your coach for career and technical education, or if you have a last name, and I believe all the coaches are going to put their contact information. They're also going to write down their letters. That way you can take a screenshot if you'd like. If you're unsure, you can reach out to any one of us. Any one of us can determine whether or not I am your coach for career and technical education, if you're in one of the trade programs per se, or if you are in one of our other population of students. And typically our demographic are first time in college students and students that have transferred to CTC from another institution. However, that does not mean that if you don't fit one of these profiles, you cannot be added to the coaching program. You certainly can. All you need to do is reach out to us via email, give us a call. We need your legal name that you use here at CTC and your student ID number, and we can get you added to one of our courses almost immediately. You will find me in the same building as our other coaches, Student Success Building. You will also find me in the Kate Building West on Mondays. In the chat box, in the chat box, I will give you my contact information because I do have a separate office and a separate phone number, although I have the same email, and I'll drop my email in the description, in the chat box below. Charlotte, anything else you would like me to cover for Kate?
Not. Give me just 1 second. So students, this is all important, the alpha roster. This is all important because as first time in college students, you're automatically enrolled to our course. Yes, another course, but this is a fun course. This is unlike any other course that you have for any of your other classes. Our course is called SOAR 1000. And so say you fall under me. I'm your success coach. So you're enrolled into my course. And when you look for your course, it's going to be located just like your other courses, and you'll see it in Eagle Self-Services, but you'll also see it in Blackboard. So SOAR 1000, you'll click on that course and you'll see everything it is that you need to know, everything about our program. It tells you everything about being a student here on campus and even an online student. But to keep you connected with us, we've incorporated a few discussion questions, and these discussion questions are designed just so that you can connect with us. Nothing crazy, nothing too elaborate. It's things like introduce yourself to us. What degree plan are you in? What are your goals? But it's designed to flow with you throughout your life cycle as a student. So that first week, yes, we're talking about introducing yourself to us, what your degree plan is. The next week, we're talking about things like what I wish I knew when I was a college student. So this course just flows with you throughout the semester. And then it'll end with career services, completing the My Planner. And you'll see all of this information within the body of that course. Jessica, I know I'm missing a whole lot with the SOAR course.
I think you did a really good job, Charlotte. And as Charlotte stated, this course, although, let me check my words here. This course is a resource course, and the goal of this course is to help you find, maybe you've got, like Montessori said, you've got questions and you do not know where to go sometimes. The SOAR course is meant as a resource course. We've taken everything from our CTC website, from a lot of the pages that are within, and tried to find you a one-stop shop where you can actually find, if I need an ID card, if I need a parking permit, I want to know what time the library opens, can I find a tutor? You will find all of this in SOAR. However, what Charlotte stated, you're also going to find discussions and you're going to find webinars in there as well. And these webinars are meant to help you along your college journey in that life cycle of you as a student. And as Charlotte stated, these discussion questions and these mini assignments, if you will, webinars are meant to complement your educational journey while you are here at CTC. For example, I don't know how to talk to my professor, or what is this, what is the suspension appeal? What or let's just say, what about career services? William Jones, our director of career services, we have a bit about that as well in our SOAR course as well. So we strongly invite you to look into your Blackboard course. As Sharna said, each one of you are assigned a coach, and that coach is your course facilitator in Blackboard. We strongly invite and encourage you to participate. And from this, you're going to learn a lot about CTC, what we have available at CTC, and also helpful webinars and discussions that are meant to complement your journey here, but also get you comfortable with running and learning how to navigate Blackboard. If you can learn in SOAR how to navigate Blackboard, it will be that much easier when you're trying to navigate Blackboard for your English course or your science course. So practice in your SOAR course, because if you can do it there, you can do it in your online class as well. Or most of our courses do have a Blackboard component as well.
And one thing I thought about this weekend, because I'm forever trying to think about ways we can connect with our students and, what students think about the coaching team. And so I thought, I could share with the students, Marcella, you handle the clubs and orgs. Well, you know what? Students, you are, like I mentioned, as a first time in college student, you're automatically enrolled into our course anyway. So you're part of our club, the SOAR Club. So it's a cool club to be in because as a brand new student, you're trying to form connections, you're trying to meet friends. We're your very first friends. We're going to show you how to form these connections with not only other students around campuses, other departments on campuses, but start with us. Start with us, and we're a hub of resources. We can connect you to wherever it is you need to go on campus and off. So if you've got those burning questions and you just don't have the answer to, I don't know what it is my professor is talking about, I need to have a conversation with them, but I'm not sure how to have that conversation. Come see us and we can help you have that conversation. But there's videos, like Jessica said, there's the video within the body of the course, the SOAR 1000, that talks about just that. So come and be a part of the SOAR Club, and I guarantee you, the way that you start, you won't finish the same. You'll be successful by the end of the semester because you would have, one, made it through from start to finish. But as we get closer to the end of the semester, we're going to start encouraging you to register for the next semester. Let's take a look at your degree plan, what it is you need for that very next semester. Have you applied for scholarships? Are you good with your FAFSA? All of these different resources that we have the information on, we're going to be passing that on to you.
How about tell us a little bit about your office hours? And are you only here for like students in the Killeen area?
Oh no, oh no. We're worldwide. We are worldwide. As a matter of fact, I do have several students that are in my class that are active duty in the military. So I was connecting with a student just yesterday that is from Italy. So we do have campuses all over. So we connect with not only our students that are here on campus, but as you can imagine, online, they're everywhere. So our office hours, yes, we're here 7:30 to 5:30, but yes, we do hold virtual hours. We're on Discord. So every day, students have an opportunity to reach out to us on Discord. I believe it's 1 to 3. We hold our Discord hours. So you can reach us, send us a message. You can always email us or call us. And so we will adjust to those time zones. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to be here in the wee hours of the morning, but I'm just saying that when we do see your message, we will reply.
I want to show, if that's okay, the website, your website,
Absolutely.
because I feel like that has a lot of the same information that you're trying to make sure that the students are, are getting or receiving, and it's, relevant. So I believe these are up to date, correct? This is what you were talking about, the the
Yes.
students by last name. These are the people who, like, if you need to identify who your coach is, this is how you do it. And this is in the website, on and the CTC website. If you just look under success coaches, you will find it. And then you can, under book an appointment, you can see what the office hours are for everybody. The email, because if you don't know anybody, you can still just send an email to the generic email and somebody will get back to you. Where you guys are located on campus. And then this is where you put a little bit of information about how to meet your coaches on Discord. So we're here. They're here for you guys. It's not that hard. All we want to do is meet you where you're at. I feel like that's what the coaches really want to do, is regardless of where you're located, of what's going on, just let them know that you need help, and they'll try to meet you wherever you're at.
Yeah. And Marceli, I must add that, this program was created because, we found that students that start in that first semester, when they don't form connections, when they have questions and no one is addressing those questions, we lose them. So when you start your first semester, we want to connect with you to answer all those questions and to make sure you understand your degree plan and you understand how to log into all of these different systems and all these different platforms that you need to go to, so that you're successful not only this semester, but into the next semester, into the next one, until you are complete. So we're your success coach, not just for this semester. You're stuck with us until we lose you, until
They
you
graduate.
graduate,
They're
or
successful.
you graduate or you transfer. We're not going to lose you. We are not going to lose you. So no,
Hold
there's
on
no
for
way
dear
we're
life.
going to lose you. Yes. So again, when I say that you could start with us, we are your first connections, I truly mean that. We've had students that come to us and, it's their first semester. They don't know where things like the dining facility is. They don't know where their classes are. And with the help of our mobile cart that we had the first couple of days of class, yes, we were driving students around, taking them front door to their buildings where their classes were. But not only that, to kind of point where things are here on campus. So,
Okay.
man, I wish, and I think that's one of the things I talk about in the video, what I wish I knew or what I wish I had when I was a student. If we had half of what the student success coaches offer, I would have been even more successful.
All right. We haven't heard from Tammy yet. Tammy, I know you've been here for a little while already. So tell me, is there anything that has surprised you, or like, I don't know, shock factor? I don't know. I'm throwing something out there, but maybe that you didn't realize that students maybe would needed the help, and you haven't, it
You
wasn't
know,
something that you were maybe thinking about, and you're like, oh, there it is.
exactly. Today, I had a situation with a student today who highly recommend you go to your academic advisor. Please, they will help you amazingly get your classes mapped out for you and how many you should take. I had a student coming in, she didn't see her advisor. 5 classes, thinking I can handle it. She can't handle it. No one can handle that many classes. So my advice to everybody is talk to an advisor. Please look at your caseload, because it's not as easy. Oh, I'm just going to go take math. Oh, I'm going to throw biology and history. It's not that easy. Have an advisor help you. And then once you have your advisor, come to us. And then we're going to help you manage all the classes that you've signed up for. So that's been my biggest one, is just help you guys realize what a caseload really is involved, because you don't realize how many hours. It's not just that hour in that classroom to take a class here. So,
Yeah.
but we can help you with that.
I've seen that a lot with the biology,
Mm-hmm.
anatomy and physiology. I feel like is one of those classes that a lot of the people in the healthcare field need to take. So like, yeah, it's fine. It's just one other class, and then they start taking, and they're like, oh no, it's like 2 classes in one, and all this
Yeah.
homework, and it's double the test and double the everything. So, yes, you guys can definitely help guide through that, because that's a mistake I know a lot of people make without realizing it. Okay. And then how about you, Bridget? You're the newbie. I know you've only been here for what, like a week or two, 2 weeks, 3? Um, any fun interactions that maybe you would like to share or thoughts?
A lot of students are concerned with trying to balance work, family, and schooling. We highly suggest that, you communicate with your professors. Some are military, so if you got to go to the field, let them know in advance, hey, I'm going to the field on these days. Can you work with me when I can turn in my assignments? And that goes for anybody as well. If you have family emergency come up, the dog is sick, the baby is sick, communicate with your professors. So they're very aware and they will sit here and help you with that. Another thing is, trying to meet those deadlines and due dates. Set reminders on your phones, put it on a planner, so you turn those assignments in on time and you're not backed up and delayed and everything. Because sometimes, depending on the professor, they'll give you a 0. Some may be like, okay, I'll work with you, but I'm gonna take some points off. So it's just meeting those requirements that the professor has in their classrooms.
Great. And Jessica, you've been here for a while now. You've seen a little bit of everything, and then you have the special cohort with all the Kate students. What's been your experience with that? What are some of the things that you noticed that it's a little bit different with Kate, with the career and technical students? What are some of the things that maybe are a little bit different that you can help guide them through?
With the CAPE program, their semesters are unlike our traditional academic programs for the most part. Their start dates are not quite like our academic start dates. And oftentimes when students begin their coursework, they have certain times and days of the week that they should be coming in and completing that coursework. Oftentimes they're completing their theory prior to going to lab for the hands-on or in conjunction with the lab. And I see students that are trying to circumvent the theory part, but once they get into the lab, if they haven't read the theory, they're not going to understand how to do the lab. That's number one. Number two, the amount of time that you should be spending in the classroom. And again, for CAPE classes, they structure the classes in a way that they tell you a start date and you should be done by this date. That's not unlike our traditional courses. However, with CAPE and like the other classes, before you can go to your next class, you have to finish A before you go to B, but you have to put in the work in A to get to B. And if you don't do that, and you're barely passing this class, and you try to get to the next class, you may experience difficulty understanding the content in your second class because you've really not mastered the content in the first class, because they do build on each other, and the programs build from certificate, level 1 certificate, level 2 to degree programs, and for some of you that may want to transfer on to a 4-year institution. I cannot tell you how important it is. If you say, I'm going to be in class every day, I'm going to spend 8 to 11 Monday and Wednesday, I need to see you in class Monday and Wednesday 8 to 11, because what's going to end up happening is, let's say Mariceli is giving a class, and Mariceli, we tell you, Mariceli, you've got 5 weeks. 5 weeks, she's like, I'll go in tomorrow. I'll go in tomorrow. I want to go shopping. I want to go do this. And then it's now week 2 and week 3. Before you know it, she is looking at the end of her first semester for her. And if she's not putting that work, unfortunately, I'm going to see what those grades are going to look like and not be too happy. But again, remember, your schedule is built based on what it is you think you can obtain within so many weeks. What do you think you can do? Because the CATE advisors, and let me just interject with this, our CATE programs have their own CATE advisors. Once again, our CATE students have their own CATE advisors. The CATE advisors, I'm going to put it in the chat box. The CATE advisors are located in building 253 West in room 20. And like Tammy was also suggesting, we have advising for our typical academic programs, transfer programs, and we have CATE advising for CATE students. You must see a CATE advisor. You cannot get into a CATE class unless you see a CATE advisor. Once you see that CATE advisor, they're going to help get you registered for that first class or 2. Then after that, you will continue to see advising to make sure you're taking your classes in the way that they should be taken, in the order they should be taken. Because like I said, they build on each other. But again, with that CAPE program, if Marticelli was supposed to finish this class in 5 weeks, she has 5 weeks. And if she says she's going to be there Monday, Wednesday, 8 to 11, Marticelli, I need to see you in class Monday, Wednesday, 8 to 11. Because what happens is if you don't do that, and you do not self-supervise yourself, you're going to find out that as you get closer to week 3, 4, and 5, you're going to realize that maybe you are not going to finish your course. And we don't want to see that happen to you. We want you progressing. We want you moving along in your coursework because we want you to get to completion. As Charlotte said, we want to celebrate you at graduation. That is so important for you to complete your program and not stop. There are benefits to you completing your program, especially for those of you that are wanting to go into the workplace. And what if you what if you want a promotion? What if you want to change in hourly pay? And if you don't finish that program, that may be the piece that will keep you from doing that. So please, if you have a question, you are not sure, please see Kate Advising. You can see myself. And even though, Ms. Charlotte and Bridget and Tammy are not the Kate coach, it does not mean they cannot help you. They can do exactly what I do. It's just that my population happens to be the Kate program. So once again, if I had to give you any piece of advice for Kate, it would be start your course and finish your course on the due date that it is supposed to be finished. And as Bridget mentioned, if you are struggling in classes, she is correct. Oftentimes the professors will give you a 0. There's no way, so there are no ways, so there's some of them, I know I did, hard and fast dates, but we do know life happens and there's flexibility, but you need to let your professors know because if they don't know how they can help you.
Okay. Okay.
So you can see, Marcelli, and to our students that are out there listening, we don't just focus on getting you through your assignments and your exams. We teach you strategies so that you can navigate through your educational journey, because our hope is that you start here and you finish your associates, but then you transfer onto a 4-year university. And then once you're there, you're still going to need strategies. You're still going to need to know how to navigate through your classes. But what you learn here starts here. Sorry, UT. What you learn here, it truly does start your whole academic journey. So let us help you learn how to balance life, work, school, family, all of that. Putting all that into perspective.
Yep. Okay, well, I hope that everybody that's listening and participating in this, even if you watch the recording afterwards, look for the coaches. Try to figure out where it is that you need to go. Which is your coach? That's always like my favorite thing. Who's your coach? Where do you go? And so we're going to have some things coming up in the future. There's going to be a portal for students that's going to be starting now in September. At least that's the plan. Be looking out, because in there, it will also be another way for you to look and know who your coach is. I know, like, you can go into your Blackboard. If you go into Blackboard, you can see the SOAR course, and there it tells you who your coach is. You will be able to see that also. As time goes by, you will be able to see that in the new portal that's coming up, the My CTC portal. And there's multiple places. And even if you're stuck and you don't know, ask, get in there, say, I want to meet my coach. Who's my coach? Whether it be virtually or in person, or, if you see one of the coaches going by, are you my coach? I saw you over there. I think you're my coach. Ask. They want to interact with you. They want to know who you are. Can you talk a little bit also about the importance of interacting and maybe some of these grants that we have also available for some students?
Yes, absolutely. So we do have our Eagle Rise grant. And so through the Eagle Rise grant, it's for different populations of students. Like, we've got grants for our parenting students. We've got grants for our economically disadvantaged students. So part of what you'd have to complete with that application would be to connect with a success coach, because there's a little check mark and it says, have you visited with a coach? And that's there just so that students will come to see us, will call us, will reach out to us so that we can share additional resources. So not only can you qualify for these grants, but have you applied for this scholarship? Have you gone over this resource? We can connect you to so many different areas that you, the students, are qualified for and that you didn't even know about.
So that's another opportunity. If nothing else, you might qualify for a grant and you might need to go see them anyway to get it. Look, it comes down to the money, right? Sometimes that's all it is. But hopefully you will notice that by going to see the coaches, you have somebody in your corner that can guide you through some of the difficult times, which I think is the biggest thing. If you can't remember anything else, let the coaches be that point of contact for you. Be that one person that you end up going to each time. I know for my college experience, I was very successful because I had one person that I was continuously going to and saying, okay, I did this, what's next? Or how do I handle this? Or who do I talk to about this? And that's what the coaches are here to do, is be that guiding light for you for when you're stuck. At least that's how I see it.
Right. Because I had a student that was not able to pay for their textbooks. So I asked her, hey, did you know that we have the free textbook lending program and the free childcare? And she was like, oh, no, I didn't know you had all of that, all of which she qualified for. But again, she came to see the coach and got that valuable information.
Yep.
And so
Anyway.
might I add a few plugs. So we're not only just here in our office, you'll see us around campus. We do have different activities that we participate in. We've got tables at our Welcome Back celebration, at the open house. We're always the fun table with or we try to be the fun table. But like case in point today, for our students that live in the resident hall and they have a birthday within this fabulous month of August, we're doing a birthday celebration. So we'll have birthday cake and water lemonade, I believe. So we're there to celebrate with those students that are in the res hall. And that'll be every month. We're going to have a birthday celebration. And then I believe it's on tomorrow, we'll have another Meet the Coach event where students could come out and meet us and hear more about our program. So we're around campus. So students, honestly, you'll see us, you'll hear about us, and come and see us.
Okay. Any last words of wisdom before we head off?
Ladies, what's your one tip that you want to share?
Well, okay.
If I
Okay.
share, oh, go ahead, Tammy, go.
No, I was just going to say, I kind of mentioned about, getting your time management, especially with those online classes. You need to have that. We can help you with that. Bring in your planner, your syllabus. We'll get you all marked up and set to go on your semester. Exactly. You need that planner. Your life is in that planner. So definitely, take care of time management. And plus, it's okay to come in here and see us if maybe you're just stressing right before your test. Come in, we'll talk about it, get you ready to go take that test. So we're not just about everything. It's a place that you can just come in just to chat.
Who's next? Is that you, Jessica? Come on, you want to speak. I saw you trying to hold back. Miss Jessica, don't hold back.
No, if I had to give you one tip, it would be, please go to class. Do not miss class. Do not miss class. And when you get to meet your fellow, classmates, whether it's virtual or in person, try to develop some type of a buddy system and get their contact information, because if you do have to miss class, which I don't advise, even if you're not logging in, please try to get the contact information of one of your classmates, because you can check in with them and say, hey, what did I miss today? Can you share some of the things that we might have gone over? I strongly advocate for this. Go to class and buddy up with a classmate. Bridget, your turn.
Yes, I know with everybody balancing life, work, family, schooling, I want to sit here and say, make sure you take mental breaks. Make sure you're gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to breathe either a Friday if you don't have too many classes, Saturday or Sunday. Take time for you to clear your mind, because if you keep adding everything up, you get overwhelmed, and we don't want that for you, because sometimes you can get behind and you're frustrated. So take time for you and be gentle with yourself.
And I would say communicate, communicate, reach out, shout out for help when you need it. Reach out to your professors, reach out to the tutoring services that we're going to refer you to if you need it. Reach out to the student success coaches for referrals or any assistance that you need. Reach out to advising, financial aid, disability support, career services. Please do not forget about career services. Shout out. Sometimes it's okay. It's okay. We'll hear you. We'll come to you. We'll see the bat signal.
All right. That's awesome. Thank you guys for doing this. I hope that everybody now that's heard y'all will go and check you out. I would love it if everybody that goes to meet them somehow, like they were like, I saw you online. And that way we can keep tab and see how we're doing. Go bug them for me, please. Um, yeah, I think our boss would love it if you went to bug them just to say hi and be like, what's up? That's it. That's it. Just say hi, walk
Hey,
away.
we're
No,
coming to your
sometimes that's
classroom.
all it takes.
We're coming into the classrooms.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, that's another thing too. You're going to some classrooms, right?
Yep.
That is awesome. No, we're super excited. We would love to have more of that. So please make sure that you go say hi to the success coaches, bug them. That's what they're there for. Actually, they're waiting for you to go and say hi and talk to them about what's going on with you, your goals, and everything, all the fun stuff. So, um, thank you guys very much for doing this. As usual, this has been a great opportunity to share more information about CTC. Be on the lookout. We have one more CTC live coming up. This one has to do with financial literacy, including with using financial aid benefits here and VA services. For Central Texas College. So that one's coming up at 3. Please be on the lookout and go bug them. And thank you to the coaches. You have a great day.
I
Bye.